how to master your lifestyle and escape the matrix. Go look in the mirror right now. Look yourself deep in the eyes and make a decision that will define the rest of your existence. Are you a winner, or are you a loser? This isn't a question about your potential. It's a question about your current reality. Most people are walking through life as NPCs, non-player characters who are simply reacting to the world around them. They wake up, they check their phones, they scroll through social media, and they wonder why they feel empty. They don't realize they are in an endless, constant, hyper-competitive struggle for every dollar, every opportunity and every bit of status they desire. The billionaire and the bum both have the same 24 hours. The only difference is how they manage their life energies. Your life right now is exactly what you wanted because you are responsible for every choice you have made. It doesn't matter whose fault it is that you were broken. Fault and responsibility do not go together. It may not be your fault that your father was an alcoholic or that you were born into poverty, but it is the damn sure your responsibility to fix it. The road to power begins the moment you stop pointing the finger and exit victim mode. As long as you are blaming others, you are giving them control over your happiness. If you want to be the captain of your own soul, you must take ownership of everything the good, the bad, and the ugly. Only then can you begin to rewrite your story. Human potential is not a peak you reach. It is a trajectory. Life is a combination of time and energy. Time is rolling away for all of us at the same pace. Whether you sit, sleep, or work, it goes away. It is only your energy that you can manage. If you bring your energies to a certain level of intensity, what someone else does in 10 years, you can do in 1. This is the secret of the 1%. They aren't smarter. They are more conscious. They have broken the compulsive cycles that waste the average person's life. If your body, your thoughts, and your emotions are not happening your way, you are living in the worst form of slavery. Someone else or something else is deciding whether you are happy or miserable. You are the biggest issue in your life, but you are also the only solution. This is called inner engineering. The world will never happen 100% your way. But what happens within you must happen your way. When you understand that joy, misery, and anger are all generated internally, you realize that you have the power to turn off the drama. Stop being the lousy director of your own internal cinema. Most people are suffering from a vivid sense of memory and a fantastic sense of imagination. They suffer what happened 10 years ago and what might happen tomorrow. They aren't suffering life. They are suffering their own lack of control. You must master the instrument of your body and mind before you can ever hope to master the world outside. If you want the life that the 1% have, you cannot behave like the 99%. Most people go through their entire adult lives without ever giving 100% effort to anything. They give 70%. They give 50%. And then they complain that the system is rigged. If you decide that your life deserves development, why are you only giving a fraction of your potential? You have to have the discipline to do 11 when your opponent stops at 10. This is the 120% standard. It means waking up at 4 a.m. before the rest of the world is awake, before the enemy is awake. It means doing that extra rep in the gym. Not because your body needs it, but because your identity requires it. It is a promise you keep to yourself. Success is a slow process of building ground second by second. Every second that goes by is an opportunity to either gain ground or lose it. You must become a practitioner, not a talker. Excellence is the only brand that matters, and excellence shows itself in the smallest tasks. If you can't lay one brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid, you will never build a wall that stands the test of time. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are fickle. Winners perform regardless of how they feel. They act on duty, honor, and responsibility. They understand that the pain of discipline is minuscule compared to the heavy, soul-crushing weight of regret that comes at the end of a wasted life. Everything you put out is exactly what is coming back to you. This is the law of cause and effect. Before you even think about a thing, You have an intention for it. And that intention determines the outcome. Two people can do the exact same job, but the one with the higher intention will always achieve the greater result. If your intention is just to be famous or to make money, your impact will be shallow. But if your intention is to fulfill the dream of the Creator, to live to the highest calling you were meant to do, then no force on earth can touch you. You must ask the source of your insistence, what is your dream for me? The key to fulfillment is aligning your personality with what your soul actually came to do. When you operate from the interior of yourself, your work becomes authentic and you cannot miss. You become a double force of nature. Stop spending your energy being jealous of other people's talents. That is energy you are taking away from your own mission. Your only goal should be to max out your humanity. You have been gifted with a whisper of calling that is unique to you. If you ignore the whisper, sooner or later you will get a scream. Don't wait for the crisis. Honor the whisper now and start making the next right move from a space of stillness and alignment. Many of you are grieving over what you didn't get, how you were treated, or why your life feels like a constant storm. You need to understand the law of the arrow. You don't push an arrow, you pull it back. That tension, that digression, that pressure, that is what causes the release toward the target. If your life has been tough, that it was just the universe pulling the arrow back. Every crisis and every heartbreak happened just to make you better and help you rise. You cannot fix the storm you are in, but you can remain steady within it. The true skill set of a leader is steady when everything around them entail. The greater the digression, the stronger the progression will be. You have to get comfortable with failure. You have to actually seek it. Failure is where all the lessons are. Successful people fail a whole lot more than they succeed. They just extract the wisdom and use it for the next phase. Thomas Edison didn't fail 1,000 times. He found 1,000 ways that didn't work. Each failure was a stepping stone. If you are going to fall, then fall back, fall forward so you can see what you are going to hit. Never let a piece of adversity define your life. You hold the pen that writes your own story, and as long as there is breath in your nostrils, the story isn't over. A man is rewarded in public for what he does in private. There are seasons in your life where you must disappear. I call this the dark room protocol. You need to unplug from the noise, delete the apps, walk away from the pint-sized people who are dousing your fire, and focus on just you. We live in a culture of busyness and distraction when 97% of people are enslaved by their phones. If you cannot control your own mind, you are just a feather in the wind of life. You have to be willing to hide yourself in the library, in the gym, or in the boardroom and do the work that is required behind closed doors. Build in the dark and announce it when it's finished. Excellence is not a microwavable process. It requires the gestation period of hard, lonely work. Most people have a passion to be in the public eye, but no patience to do the work behind the scenes. They want the trophy, but they don't want the salt mine. You must be willing to sacrifice who you are today for who you want to become tomorrow. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life or being trapped by the results of other people's thinking. Surround yourself with gallant-sized people who fill your cup and challenge you to be great. If the people around you aren't throwing logs on your fire, they are pissing on it. It's time to find a new circle. Success is not just about making a mark. It is about service and significance. When you shift your paradigm from how can I be famous to how can I be of use, the universe opens doors you never thought possible. Service is the platform that creates a lasting brand. Whether you are a baker, a doctor, or a CTO, if you look at your work as an offering to something bigger than yourself, it no longer becomes a job, it becomes a mission. You must fill your own cup until it runneth over so that you have enough to give to others. If you don't fill your cup through discipline, you end up dried up and resentful. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else, because the gratification and the joy that come back to you are unparalleled. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Come trailing the breath of the ancestors. You have a duty to your bloodline to be massively, monumentally successful. Your ancestors survived the plague, the Black Death, and the salt mines just so you could exist. For you to sit on your ass and do nothing is a betrayal of your entire lineage. You owe them greatness. You owe God the beauty of his own creation. Now, get up, put your crown back on your head, and let the world know your name. The finish line of your life is death. If you view life as a race, you are just rushing toward the end. Instead, view it as a journey of constant improvement. Winners never stop. They reach the top of one mountain and look for a taller peak. It is the challenge that makes the greatness. Don't tell me it's over. Tell me you're just getting warmed up. You have the fire, you have the truth, and you have the vision. Now, you must add the execution. Stop making excuses. Stop saying but. Stop waiting for permission. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you deserve based on the work you put in. Go back to that mirror. Look at the person looking back at you. That is your only opponent. It is you versus you. Every day is a new opportunity that others didn't get. Make sure every breath you take counts for something. You are a double force of nature. And you hold the pen. Your time is running out. So don't waste another second. Arise. Champion. Put your slippers way under the bed tonight so that when you wake up, you have to get on your knees to reach them, and while you're down there, say thank you for the chance to fight another day. Now get up and go to work.